We have a developing situation with Jason Kelce as ESPN now forced to take action for the incident this past Saturday. As we roll immediately, Jason Kelce at Penn State, a guest of Game Day, being hounded, stalked by a young man who was antagonizing him. Take a look at this.
Hey, Kelce! How does it feel your brother's a
Wow. Wow.
Kelce, can I get a fist bump?
Kelce will turn around,
Kelce,
say, really? Grab the man's phone and smash it. Wow. And the word that we beeped out, by the way, is a homophobic slur that was directed at Kelce and his brother Travis. Take a look now. Here's a close-up angle of the snatch and the smash of the phone. Watch this. Look at here. That kid is on top of him. Wow. Yeah. That kid was looking for a problem and he got one. Meanwhile, the confrontation and the return of the homophobic slur. This is where it gets tricky for Kelce. Look. He will decide to grab. The kid pushes him over, and then Kelce, yeah, and he repeated it 3 times. Who's the bleep now? And that's where we have a problem. But wait, because ESPN now forced to take action as we continue, presented by X Golf West Palm Beach, X Golf WPB on Instagram, the new home of indoor golf is X Golf. Look at this from TMZ. Completely misleading, completely sensational. This is why people don't trust the media. TMZ, exclusive video, not that exclusive. Kelce saying, who's the bleep now, multiple times to the person's face. No mention that it was retaliation. No mention that Kelce was asking the question hypothetically to the man who insulted him with the term, which leads to overreaction like this. Dalton says he needs to control his emotions. He's using the F word. Felony. Come on now. Which leads to more overreaction like this dude, James, who's talking prison time? Seriously? Talking about fines and 10,000? Really? But look at the last part. Here, I thought he was better than his brother. Having a little bit of a political agenda? Yeah, I thought so. Meanwhile, ESPN responding now, taking action, asked for a statement. Here's the story. Total Pro Sports, ESPN made a decision on what's going to happen to Kelce because of the situation. Here's the blurb itself, a very trusted, respected source. Michael McCarthy, Front Office Sports. The network won't comment, and they've taken the action to not punish Jason for these actions. The timing of it is everything. And I will explain as we tie it all together because, wait, politicians now getting involved in this situation as we continue, presented by St. Lucie Battery and Tire. SLBT.com, home of honest, reliable service since 1970. Look at this. Politicians getting involved, volunteering the information. That's the mayor of Kansas City, Missouri. I shouldn't say, but whatever. He knows it's a bad idea, but he's going to go there anyways. I appreciate Jason Kelce standing up for his family, which also indicates other support, including this guy, L, who sums it up really. The kid following was berating Jason Kelce, deserved it. He went looking for trouble and intentionally wanted to elicit a reaction. That sums it up exactly and perfectly. Meanwhile, Jason Kelce sums it, well, I can't react and interact with the fans. He got along with everybody else the rest of the day perfectly. Look at this. Look at it. The people love him. He loves the people. He's of the people, by the people, and for the people. High fives, hugs. He's good with everybody's cell phones. Just not when you are stalking him and referring to his brother and insulting his brother and, of course, Taylor Swift in the process. But wait, because the video you likely haven't seen from that morning, we'll show you now, presented by Twin Peaks. 8th Strength Scenic Views, your UFC fight headquarters is always Twin Peaks. Jason Kelce, that morning, guest of Game Day, trying to raise $100,000 for charity. Take a look at this.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jason Kelce for $100,000 to hurricane relief.
He's going to put himself out there.
Jason's a big-time player.
And it is just a little wide left. Just a little. Just a little. The man willing to embarrass himself. Willing to put himself out there to embarrass himself for the cause. Joe Fortenbaugh sums this up perfectly and quotes the great Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson said a couple years ago, social media made y'all way too comfortable with disrespecting people and not getting punched in the face for it. The question is on the board. Question, how big of a deal actually is this incident? This is an enormous deal, this incident. And stay with me because I'm going to explain it. It's 3 days before Election Day in Pennsylvania, maybe the biggest battleground state in this entire election, the biggest swing state in this election. If ESPN comes down and suspends or even worse, fires Jason Kelce for this, it becomes used politically by a candidate to talk about woke and a lack of freedom of speech and expression, etc. And then what happens is an election literally can be decided by an incident in a state like this where some voters are still undecided. ESPN took action. They made the decision that they are not going to deal with this right now. I understand Kelce used the term and repeated it 3 times hypothetically. Probably not a great idea. Overwhelmingly, public support has been on Jason Kelce's side. But again, to make this clear, it's a huge incident because in Pennsylvania, days before a presidential election, it can certainly be used as a pulpit for some politicians to get on and shoot shots, talk about woke culture and the hatred of America and the Constitution and freedom of expression, etc., and be politicized as a weapon. And that's why the action taken was what's appropriate at this time. Hit like, hit subscribe, comment. I've replied to all the comments. And remember, kids, while every day above ground is a good day, some are just more questionable than others. Second night to the bad guy. See you back here on Wednesday.